last night after checking in, I had a great dinner with my wife, which was long overdue because we don't get to see each other nearly as much as we want to. Afterwards, we got to listen to some great music, which you heard rolling on the intro. And then she went to bed, and I had to stay up till about 3 a.m. catching up on some last-minute work that didn't get done, which included an email that I had difficulty sending out this morning, which means I had to get up early. I had to go down to the help desk and get them to sign me on to the high-speed internet so that I could send out my email and get everything done that I had to get done. On the way back, I get roped into 3 games of Jenga with the nice girls that work over here at the resort. And then I went upstairs to check on my wife, see how she was doing. She was just rolling out of bed because, you know, we're always tired because we're working so hard, working so much. So she was catching up on sleep, which I should have been doing last night. But anyway, now we're getting ready to do our checkout dive for scuba, so we can get you some really cool scuba footage like we always do. Now vacation has officially started. We just got off the scuba boat. I was down face to face with a stingray. He flew right over my head. I got awesome footage of it. I didn't have the rear facing camera on, but Tara was right above me. She got a nice shot of it swimming over top, and I can't wait to check it out. So for now, I'm going to be cleaning up our scuba gear, getting all the salt water off it so we can go scuba diving again for the rest of the week, make sure our equipment works good, and then we're going to go inside, check out that footage, and get ready to go swimming. So this is going to be awesome. I'm going to go back to my room, get cleaned up, grab something to eat because I am hungry. I was just about to say how relaxed I am until I broke my scuba rig that I've been diving with for I don't know how many years. Real custom setup. I did a lot of stuff to it. I actually wanted to battle test the POR 15 paint, which is what I have on the rig right now. But I'm going to have to find out another solution because I just broke this rig. So that's alright. No big deal. We'll figure it out. It's beautiful though. Beautiful weather. The water was amazing. The water, they said it was 80 degrees. It felt like bath water. I mean, I've been in 80-degree water before. This felt a lot warmer. But today we're going to do an early dive. It's going to be a 2-tank dive. And we should see some good stuff. If anything like yesterday, it should be a good day of scuba. Hopefully that wasn't a fluke getting that stingray. But to get something like that on my first day, that's really cool. So that makes you excited about getting up and going scuba diving, because you never know what you're going to see. And when the week starts out cool like that, you're just hoping the whole week's going to be cool like that. So we'll see. So I got 2 good dives in today. Got a little camera rig fixed, a little duct tape that we borrowed from John, the maintenance guy. A little note to self, I have Gorilla Tape all over the place at home. I have at least 4 rolls. One of them from now on is going to stay with the scuba gear. A little bit of time in the hammock was cool. Now, a little exploration. Check out this beautiful land. And now we're going to do some snorkeling. Oh. Tara's carrying her iPhone in here. She says it's in the life-proof case, but is that going to prevent her from losing it? This should be interesting.
There's sea urchins out here. You cannot step on them.
This is where I am, and that is where I want to go. Right there. Camera's on wide. You won't really get a good look, but let's try it. There he goes. And away we go.
Very. I paid $100 for that life-proof case.
Are you surprised? I told you.
my life case so that I could go swimming with it. So now what do I do?
Rice it. So Tara's iPhone cooked. Somehow it got wet. I don't know how that happened. Maybe you know. But we're gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna put it in dry rice. I've done that before. I've saved 2 cameras and an iPod and brought them totally back to life. Now there's no guarantee. With an iPhone, I don't know anyone that's ever done it successfully, but if the phone's dead anyway, what's the difference? So I'm gonna put it in there, I'll seal it up, try and leave it in there for 2 days, and we'll see if we get lucky. If not, then looks like she's due for an upgrade. So we're gonna find out about that real quick. That's about it. This trip is amazing. I'm so relaxed, the water's beautiful, the people are nice. Can't get better than this. So I really enjoyed our dive this morning. The water was a little rough. It turned out to be a drift dive. So for me, I stopped chasing around fish. I stopped trying to really film too much, and I just relaxed. I enjoy the scenery, and I just kind of drift around and let the water take us where it wants to take us. But unfortunately, we had a few new divers on our boat. In our group, we had one diver run out of air, and we had another diver that ran a little low. And because of that, Sandals decided to call the dive, and we didn't do the second one. Now, I don't blame them. It makes sense. You don't want to torture some new divers. You also don't want to put Sandals at liability for taking inexperienced divers on a drift like that, because the current was kind of strong. Now, this is a difference between booking a dive trip and booking a vacation with scuba diving. So we're at a resort. I'm on vacation. I'm not really planning a hardcore dive trip. If I were, I wouldn't be here. But I want to enjoy the resort and all the things that are going on here. I want to be able to relax and do other things. Scuba diving isn't the only thing that we want to do this week. So there's a lot of discussion on the forums about going with a professional dive op versus going to a resort, and oh, the resort is garbage and all of this stuff. It's not true. You know, we have a really good time. As you see, we get good footage, we get to see stuff. No, we don't see as much marine life as people that book a dedicated dive trip, but we see what we want to see, and we enjoy the resort, and that's really all that matters, that we enjoy our vacation. Now the other group, they went down to Bianca Sea, which is what we did yesterday. The current was a little too much to be down that deep. They didn't really enjoy their dive. They're experienced divers too. They didn't really enjoy their dive. It was a little much, so it makes sense why we came back. Again, I'm not upset over it. I respect it. It makes sense, and it's still a good day. I mean, to me, this is beautiful out. I know it's a little rainy. Some people aren't happy about it raining on their vacation, but you can't blame the resort for the weather. I mean, they can't control that. So being that we didn't get our second dive in yesterday, Tara really wanted to go scuba diving this morning. So at the last minute, we're getting ready. She's already down there. I just got all the GoPros ready, and as you can see, the new dive boat is back. They're getting that ready, and we're going to be hopping on there right now. Now today, we're going to be comfortable on the dive boat. This will be good. I couldn't wait to get in the water. Just had to jump in. The dives from Sandals Grenada really aren't that far from the resort. It's actually, at all the sandals we've been to, the shortest boat ride out to the dive sites. So that's a benefit. You know, if you're really wanting to spend a lot of time at the resort, or you really don't like the boat ride that much, that's a good benefit. I know when we were out in St. Lucia, the boat rides could be kind of long, but the dive sites we went to were worth it. Like, I really enjoyed Piton Wall. That's where my first scuba video that you guys see on YouTube came from. It was a sea turtle video. Huge sea turtle. Tremendous. I'll post a picture of it up right now. And we saw him down at 100 feet. The dive took us all the way down to 125. When we came back, he was still there. That's when we took the video. The video was awesome. That's what made me fall in love with cameras. I said, you know what? I got to upgrade. I got to get a GoPro. Stuff like this, I need to remember.
All right, we are 50 feet underwater on a wreck dive. This is awesome. All right, let's get back to diving. Woohoo!
Puccino! 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 Yeah, I know you hear me. I know you hear me. That was a dive.
Awesome. Best dive of of the week.
Best dive of the week. Glad I listened to her. She was right. It was worth getting up, going diving.
Good footage, good fish. Got to talk underwater. That was pretty awesome.
And she loves to talk. Just not on camera.
No, not on camera.
Camera shy.
Not camera shy. Just need some makeup, some hair done, you know.
Yeah, some makeup underwater. That's great.
No, on camera.
I'll get makeup on my camera. So I lost my mask when I was getting back on the boat. I was taking off my fins. I always put my mask on my arm because I don't feel like putting it around my neck. It chokes me. And I felt something pop off, and I thought I lost a fin, so right away I grabbed my fin, and I looked, and my straps were intact. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm all right. I don't know what that was. And then when I got on the boat, putting all my gear down, I realized I couldn't find my mask. Now, I love this mask, so I'm going to borrow a mask for the next dive, and then when we go back home, we'll get the same mask that I had, and
some new regulators.
A new regulator. She's dying to get her own regulator. I'm fine borrowing the cheesy resort reg, but
there's a bird fishing.
Gotta have my own mask. And I love my fins. I love my fins. I better never lose those fins. Good call, Tara, on wanting to do the dive today. Originally, we weren't going to do the day dive. We were going to do the night dive tonight. But being that we're not sure that we're going to get a group together big enough to go and do the night dive tonight, Tara didn't want to risk not diving at all. So she was pushing to do the day dive, which we just did. I really didn't want to do it, but I reluctantly did it to make her happy. I was just tired, you know. But I'm glad we did. Good call. That was the most fish we've seen since we've been here on this trip. It was really nice. It was relaxing. The water was good. All the divers were happy. So it was definitely a good day. Good call, Tara. Worked out great. So it's really great to see all the progress that Tara's made with her diving. She's come a long way since death gripping my arm, white knuckling, panicking over every little thing that happens, to where she is now. I mean, she's coming back on board with like 1,500 pounds easily all the time, which is roughly what I'm coming back with. I've been diving on and off since '94, and you know, she only started like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and really good. I mean, she's confident. She knows what she's doing. She knows when I'm trying to communicate with her underwater, what I'm asking for, and we do a pretty good job with each other as a team. Really come a long way, you know. Like any beginner, you got to babysit the newbie, but now she's a legit dive partner. Like, I really trust her skill set. I'm comfortable with her. She's comfortable with herself. She's filming now. She's enjoying it. She actually asked me for a GoPro tutorial, which, let me tell you guys, that's big progress. That's huge. So, yeah, we're going to get her more comfortable with the camera now, and we're going to have some more fun. I'm just on a little exploration now, and see some cool stuff. I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking at. I'll show you guys. Maybe you know. But let's check this out. It's a little slippery over here. So anyway, I'm on the edge over here. It's a little slick, so I'm gonna head on back. But back to Tara. It's fun diving with her now. You know, like anybody that's new, you gotta have some patience. But now, you know, she's having patience with me because I think she wants to dive a little bit more than I do. You know, I like getting down there, but she wants to do it every day. She wants to dive so much. She really loves it so much and wants to do it so frequently. I think we're at the point now where it would be beneficial to actually book a dedicated dive trip to where our main focus is going to the best dives that we could find, and then we're going to give her what she wants. She really wants to go diving. We're going to find something and we're going to go diving. So you're going to want to check that out for sure. So I guess my exploration's done. Well, I'm going to go around the other way. Guess my short exploration's done. Let me go back, see what Tara's up to. I'm sure she's wondering where I went off to. Now you know. Tara, something's by your leg. No.
In the water? That's not cool.
It's not? Okay,
No.
I'll give it to somebody else.
What if it tarnishes? Only my husband. There's a whole lot of hearts. A whole lot of hearts. Holy cow, I've never seen this one.
It's brand new. Just in stores.
Is this for every month that you left me? I hope
I didn't
not,
do the
'cause
math.
that's not enough months.
Yeah. Happy anniversary, baby.
I love you.